I was born on the wrong side of the bed, on the bed's cold side. Those are lines from my senior thesis, A Place by the Tay, a work in which I extended into the past, into my ancestors' past, an attempt to discover the meaning behind origin, also the meaning behind legitimacy of oneself, one's birth, and how origin defines it. I discovered that one's sense of origin was dependent on a cycle of decision-making, a wheel of origin, whose spokes were the effects of religion, politics, the legitimate status of one's birth, and their sense of physical place. I finished the thesis, but my own sense of origin was left unanswered. There was more that I thirsted for. My question of legitimacy was demanding to be quenched, my own sense of origin to be discovered. Thus I went into the desert where my mother's from, and from there examined the points in my thesis, Cairns, that provided a landscape lush enough to quench that thirst. I applied the wheel of origin to myself and found that it is the landscape of my people, the places attached, physical Cairns, where I found my origin resided, bit by bit. During the writing of my thesis, I visited Scotland to find the walls, reduced to rubble, in which my ancestors lived. I researched their physical and emotional journeys through my own. Thus, in my memory, I flew from the desert back to Scotland, converting their landscapes, writing poems, examining each stone of my cairns, a crossover from history to memory, desert to glen, defining of self. Each poem resembled a cairn in word, form, essence. Each was written in that haunted place, where only feelings and sights can be remembered, each remembrance skewed, but potent in meaning. These cairns were astronomy towers in which my ancestors watched the stars, or their homes, reduced to their foundations, or even moments when my imagination translated my research into symbols, the abstract. All of these cairns, poems of places, moments, even people, were my links to meaning, the foundations, as I discovered, my origin, my legitimacy. The writing of these poems, my path into the desert and down the fragments of my memories left in Scotland, were crucial to my understanding of the importance of time and landscapes, both the abstract and physical. My thesis extended into reflection, and that reflection became the definition of my sense of self after my journey to now, and the relevance of my own legitimacy and origin today, the relevance of my trail and the footprints I have left behind. The bed's cold side is now a simple phrase, an embracing of simple fact, and I am to go on, to build more cairns.